Why these carefully selected meme coins will print millionaires. My name's the Suppoman, your superhero of 100 to 1000x gems. If you haven't already, make sure that you smash a like on this video and subscribe to Suppoman Live. Only here are you going to get the best of insights and potentially early calls onto what are going to be my next selection of top meme coins. Because I am very carefully, at this point, selecting the meme coins that I want to be the powerhouses in this crypto market. Because ultimately, my whole goal is to make a shit ton of money by making huge multipliers. And it's pretty clear that for most of the cryptocurrencies on this here list, the top 100 on CoinMarketCap, is that none of these are going to achieve a 100x. Certainly not for the next couple of cycles. But what I can tell you is that the cryptocurrencies that I am covering have got the potential to do not only 100, but maybe even a 1000x. Why? Because I am selecting cryptocurrencies that have that degen appeal that's got the viral potential. You know, the potential to evoke shock, to evoke a wow factor, you know, that makes people think, yes, you know, having this in my portfolio is magical. It's actually a flex. It's clout. And when I tell anybody about these coins, they're going to say, yeah, that makes sense. You know, and those are the coins that I am selecting right now. Most of these cryptocurrencies are coins that actually garner no emotional response, no real feeling of excitement. Okay? If you were to say to most people, oh yeah, I have Polkadot, people are like, what the fuck is that? Ave? What? Okay, don't care. If you say something like Pepe, they might think, okay, that sounds quite interesting. Or Trump coin. But most of these others, Filecoin, WorldCoin, people are just not going to be excited about. SPX 6900, even that, in my personal opinion, without Murad, would not be where it is today. But the cryptocurrencies that I select appear to have that shock value, degen appeal, TradFi friendliness, meme worthiness, and have that relatability that's going to allow for people to just understand why people are investing in those coins. Now, you can take this kind of, you can take this kind of insight from me because I have been in the cryptocurrency game for 8 years. I have lived and breathed all of these cryptos. I have actually even helped make these cryptos what they are today. Chainlink I covered when it was 35 cents. Avalanche when it was $3. Cardano when it was 1 cent. Tron when it had multiple zeros. Solana when it was $1.80. You know, most of these cryptocurrencies I have lived through, made huge multipliers on back in previous markets. And yes, some end up sticking around and can be great long-term holds. But actually, do you care about holding for a long time? Be honest. Be honest. Are you a person that really wants to hold for years? Do you want to be in this market like I have been for 8 years? Do you want to still be doing this in 8 years' time? In 2033? Still saying, oh yeah, I've got like $10,000 in my crypto portfolio. Like, you just don't want to be doing that, do you? What you want to be doing is you want to be the person that flexes to their friends and said, you know, I turned $1,000 into $30, $50, $100,000 or even $1 million. Now, if you had watched my videos back at the very beginning, when I was talking about the Suppoman token, this was a 17k market cap. 17k. And this has gone up to $9 million. 17k. Now, basically, that makes it a what? A 600x? I don't even know. Something absolutely banal, put it that way. 17, 170, 1.7, and then times by that's about 700x from when I first spoke about 700x from when I first spoke about it. Find me any YouTuber, any, that has been able to make you a 700x. And it's not just Suppoman. I mean, look at Tits. Went from 200k market cap to 500 million. Over a 2000x. And who can achieve that? Me. Why? Because, as I said, I've been in this market for 8 years. I understand what works and what doesn't work. Let me just show you a quick graphic. Okay, I'm sure that everybody can hear me. Let me just check on ye old YouTube and make sure. Yes, you can. You can hear me just fine. So let me just share this over to the good people that may be on social media but are not on YouTube. Let you know I am live. Yes, the Suppoman is live. And right now I'm still making videos. Why? Because I don't care about the market. You know, I'm not one of those people on X like Alex Becker. It's like, oh, I have no idea. We have no idea how this market will behave until we see an ETH all-time high is certainly coming. Many think thoughts will never move again. I think they're retarded, smelly and wrong. We will see soon. Carl the Moon. Green candles incoming. Stay patient. No. Okay, just no. All right, this is just not going to happen. Unless you're in the right asset, it isn't going to happen for everything. Why? Because there's way too many cryptocurrencies now for this to happen to. There's just way too many. The only way this is going to happen to a cryptocurrency you are in is if people are talking about it, if people are bullish on it secretly, and they may or may not be a holder, and they may be just waiting for the point to get in, waiting for it to go lower, go lower, go lower. And then ultimately, there comes a point where it doesn't go any lower, and it just pumps up, and then you'll get people buying in here, and here, and here, who are waiting right now. So I'm a person that has lived through this, right? I have spoken about every major cryptocurrency when they were small. I was actually last night watching some of my own videos and I spoke about Binance when this was $1. I was speaking about this coin, featuring it as one of my top 5 cryptocurrencies to buy in September or October 2017. And this was my second one. This was number 2 and it was $1. Right, so I know what works. I knew what worked then, back in 2017, and I know what works now. Why? Because I move with the times. I adapt to what the market tells me. I'm not stubborn like most crypto YouTubers. Most crypto YouTubers will just say the same thing over and over. They will say Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Litecoin, Chainlink, Render, you know, all of that lot. A Hyperliquid, a Superverse, Pepe. Yeah, they'll say the same ones over and over, like ones that have already made the money. What you'll find with every single one of those is I was talking about those too, but when they were early and could make you serious money. But now they don't. And to me, crypto has never changed. It's always been a get-rich-quick scheme. And it is that. It can be that. Right? And now people say, oh, these YouTubers, they say, oh, crypto isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Why? Because they're not doing it right. They don't understand. They don't have the balls to talk about coins like these. Right? They don't have the nuts for it. Because if it goes wrong, everybody hates them. And they don't know how to pick. That's basically what it boils down to. Like what I have selected and what I've made 100x's from. And I have made, I've made 30 plus 100x's. No one has made, try and find me anyone right now. Say it in the chat. Try and find me anyone that has made even 5 100x's that you know. I've made over 30 100x's. That is a record you cannot beat. Right? And because I know more and more with every market cycle what works, what sells, what gets people to buy and hold, because I have this knowledge, I'm able to carefully select certain cryptocurrencies. Now, yes, today, what you've got is a bunch of coins down, but let me show you this, right? This is how market works in the new world, which most crypto YouTubers, well, I won't say X accounts, because some X accounts are on the money, but crypto YouTubers do not understand and indoctrinate you to not believe, right? So what you've got in the middle here as the benchmark is this is the market, right? The black line is the market. So it can be up 1 minute and then all of a sudden tariff. This is just an example, okay? Now it could be anything. It could be China FUD, could be anything, right? This is just used as an example. Tariff, market goes down. Then all of a sudden, US and China have reached a deal. Market goes up. Then Iran, Israel, war, US get involved. Market plummets. All of a sudden, peace deal. Market flourishes, right? So you've got, in the middle, you've got the market, right? That's going up and down, right? And this will just continue, right? Probably for most of time, yeah? And then what you've got is a how crypto assets of certain categories react to such news, okay? So when we've got a particular pump, right, of a particular narrative, let's say deep-in, okay? So deep-in has its time at the top, and then, you know, the market goes down because of tariffs or whatever, or because of a rotation, and then deep-in, that's it, it's done. Doesn't matter, market goes up again, doesn't matter, it's done, right? RWA in the next batch of bullish momentum or money flow into altcoins. Then we got RWA in the next, you know, kind of pump. That does well. And then bang, it's dead. No one cares about RWA, right? Gaming hasn't even had, for 2.5 years, it's not even had a bloody narrative, right? So it's just kind of gone nowhere. DeFi, it's done nothing for a long time. And all of a sudden, you know, and we got Hyperliquid and a few others, Aave and Curve and Compound and a load of shit coins, suddenly doing well out of nowhere. And it was like, oh yeah, DeFi. DeFi's going to be the next big thing. That's not, right? But memes cuts through all the bullshit, right? Suppoman token went from a 146k market cap, literally just over a month ago, 146k market cap, to a 3.8 million market cap. That is a 30x, or maybe 20x, right? And that happened in the midst of all altcoins absolutely sinking. Like, they just keep sinking. Like Colin, Leah, they've gone nowhere, right? They've gone nowhere because there's no bullish momentum at all. No coins have. Ondo, all these RWA coins that Alex Becker talks about, all these, you know, kind of blue chip cryptocurrencies that House of Crypto and No BS Crypto talk about, they go nowhere. They do diddly squat. But my memes have been outperforming everything. And let me tell you something, right? We're not even in a proper alt season yet. We're not even in a parabolic period right now. Now, I know what parabolic periods look like because I've shown you the proof. You know, 1 month, my views are 17 to 20k, and then another month, they're 60 to 80k, right? And at the absolute pinnacle of euphoria, 100, 200, 400k views on a video, on one single video, right? And we're not even there yet. We're not even in that, you know, that peak money flow kind of area, right? And yet memes are still doing really well. Now, what I'm seeing right now on a day like this is I am seeing paper hands, right? I am seeing that people are selling big losses on some of these coins, and people are selling them, right? And let me tell you something. These people are going to be regretting their decision, right? Because what I have noticed is that with my cryptocurrency videos that I have done in the past, is that a lot of my cryptocurrency videos has been looking for trends at the particular time and just finding any old coin, whether I hold it or not. It's looking for trends, right? These AI coins, you know, these meme coins, these RWA coins, these gaming coins, right? You know, here, look, these crypto gaming coins, right? So what I do is I look for the narrative, and then I will talk about coins, whether I'm invested in them or not, right? And that just doesn't work as a strategy. It works good for getting views, But what it doesn't do is it actually doesn't help any particular cryptocurrency focally, right? So what I have now decided to do, and this is my strategy moving forward, is to talk about the same coins over and over, but finding a different spin each time, right? Now, yes, when there's a gaming season, I'm not just going to be talking about memes, but I will be talking about WTF games, right? And in our WA season, I'm not going to be talking about Ondo, and I'm not just going to be talking about these coins, but I will be talking about Housecoin and other coins that are RWA meme themed, right? But basically, this is the winning narrative by far. And really, what makes the best cryptocurrencies in all of these, maybe not DeFi, because it doesn't really work, but in most of these, AI, gaming, RWA, is to combine it with memes, is to be a meme coin that gives you exposure to the narrative. And that is the winner. And that's probably what, and that's why, I'm loading my bags with certain coins. So some will be pure meme, right? So, fuck 9 to 5, ass, Giga Chadette, they are pure meme, right? Just like Giga Chad, SPX 6900, fart coin, right? Those are just pure memes, right? But when you've got Ondo popping off, then that is where, Housecoin, that's probably where I'll talk about Housecoin and some others, which I have earmarked as as the coins I'm going to be talking about, right? And that's why you need to be a Suppoman hodler, right? So just to show you, right? Back in, a couple of months ago, just over a month ago, 146k was what Suppoman was at. Nobody was buying it. Now let me show you right now. This is what I said. Let me see if does it work? Let me just put desktop audio on. Now, Suppoman is my community. I didn't personally create this coin. It was a coin created by somebody in my community. And to be honest, I love it. And I think that this has got a lot of potential to the upside during the bull market, because I am personally going to help do a lot of work for this coin. I'm not going to say any more than that, because I don't want to kind of spoil it. But what I would say is that this is very much a cult. I would say that if you're within the Suppo community, you are part of a cult community. Because anyway, so you get the point, right? Nobody was buying it. Nobody was actually that interested in it. Like, I spoke about this coin many, many times during this flatline period. Like, nobody cared. Nobody was buying, right? And this pretty much explains what's happening here right now, because people just haven't got the holding power. They haven't got the strong hands in certain instances, right? Now, there are times to be strong-handed and times to be paper-handed. The times to be paper-handed is when you're in a narrative play that is weak, right? If you're in one of these, anything other than meme coins and maybe AI, that's when you need to have paper hands, because you need to just be able to discard them, right? Because they're only going to make you money during that particular season. Once that season's gone and done, they are dead. The coins that were hot are dead, right? So there are times to be paper-handed, times to be strong-handed. But certainly the times not to be strong-handed, certainly the times not to be paper-handed, is when you have got gold assets, right? Like the ones in these lists, right? Now, some of them are really going to take off. Some may not take off so well. But, I know which ones are going to really take off, because I, identify with them and I can understand why it has broad appeal, right? Well, they've got like dog whiff hat kind of appeal, right? But, the one that I would say is absolute most imperative, really, and not financial advice. Nothing I say is to be construed as financial advice. In crypto, you can lose all your money. And I've done that quite a few times. I've lost all my money. And in some cryptos, I had 6 figures. Zebi, if anybody remembers that, I had 330k in Zebi. And I held it till it was worth fuck all. I held it and I sold it for like 3 grand, right? Pathetic, right? But, that is an instance that crypto is famous for. And I can't stop that from happening. Top Hat, which is probably no longer on this list, Top Hat, they just kind of decided that was it. It was done. They were done, right? So they left, right? Fine. That does happen. Never nothing is guaranteed in crypto. Never bank on anything to stick around for your benefit. They don't care. They don't care about you, right? You're only useful for them, right? So if they are making money, then you're useful, right? But if they stop making money, they don't give a shit about you. So they're gone, right? And that's what I found. And this is why I like to keep a stronghold on the coins and communities I'm currently talking about, because I don't want that to happen, right? And so I am, protecting these investments by doing so, right? But the one that's going to be absolute gold dust is going to be this one, right? Because as I said in this video, as I said here, it's now one of the most hot, it's one of the hottest elite cults. It is. It is like your crypto country club, right? This is like your Soho farmhouse or Soho house, whatever it's called, Soho farmhouse, like an elite club that doesn't let people in, unless you A, have the money, or B, you've got the faith, right? And if you have neither of those, you're not in this group, right? So it's like Neo Tokyo, right? Which Alex Becker likes to say is all of those exclusive. No, shit. I've been in Neo Tokyo for 4 years and they've done nothing. They're rubbish. They don't even provide an NFT that makes you earn passive income anymore. It's a pile of crap, right? But the Suppoman Club, oh, let me tell you something, right? All of these have been in the Suppoman Club. All of these, some of them have made gigantic multipliers. And you know what? We're not even in that parabola stage yet. You wait. Now, I've got a few coming up, one of which is, at this point anyway, and I'm just seeing how it goes, not even 20k market cap at this point, right? So, and that, if we're looking back into Suppoman, this was 17k when I spoke about it, and now this week it's gone to near 10 million, right? So, yeah, the one I've got coming up, not even at this point 20k, right? And that's why you need to be in this group, because only here will you find out about it, right? And honestly, like I'm only getting better, put it that way, and that's considering what I've selected so far. I'm only going to have better opportunities, right? In which case, this is one just not to ignore. But the fact of the matter is, today, we got Suppo down quite majorly. We got 595 down quite majorly. Millennial down, tremendously, from where it was. But none of these are escaping my periphery. All of these are going to be spoken about, and there's more. Obviously, this is the list. A lot of them, look, and the thing is, and this is another thing about crypto that I have learned through the years, is one day something is minus 50%. The next day is plus 92%. Or plus 110%. Right? That's what happens in crypto. Right? So you can't afford sometimes to be paper-handed. I can understand why people are paper-handed. Because this market is designed to psychologically affect you and shake you out. But let me tell you something, right? If you hold through, look, I have held Suppoman. I've held this since March 2024. I've held this for, a year and 3 months. And, and what? That's nothing, really. 1 year to change your life is nothing, right? But I've held right through all of this sideways action, knowing that it's going to be special, and that eventually people are going to just want it. Everybody's going to want it, right? But the time to talk about it is now, right? When people are, don't know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Market could go down, war could escalate, inflation could increase. That they may not bring the Fed funds rate down. Solana's going to go to $100. Well, it's shit, right? You can either be affected by that or not care. Because at the end of the day, this is what happens in the market. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. And then, what you do get, at some point, is you get the stages where it's kind of like this, right? It goes up like that. It really, really pumps. This is You know, basically a kind of something that happens probably for a couple of months nowadays, about 3 months maybe. Right, you get a 3-month pump of just pure money flow. You know, this is the dream. And, you know, whether we got a 4-year cycle, whether the 4-year cycle's dead or not, this always happens at some point. At some point, this always happens. And it's, are you in the right assets at the low prices at the point that this happens? Because when it does, then you are going to basically be rewarded with riches. Right, okay, now I'm going to take some questions, and that's probably going to fuel that's going to fuel other things I can talk about. Fortunate to be part of the exclusive Suppo group. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, that's the only Telegram I go in right now. You know, that just shows you, you know, the depth and quality of the conversation going on in the Suppoman community. Like, it is an elite group. You will not find this kind of community anywhere. And I can tell you that, having been in hundreds of Telegram groups over the years. You know, when I have been, you know, talking about certain cryptocurrencies over the years, I've been in their Telegram groups, right? And I can tell you right now that the quality of conversation is shit in these compared to the Suppoman group. You can just tell that the guys here, you guys watching, have watched me for, you know, some considerable time, in the sense that you just understand way better the market. You understand way better than most crypto YouTubers, right? If you go to Neo Tokyo, most of them don't know shit, right? They're gamers. They like to invest in gaming cryptocurrencies. This is a gaming narrative. It's a dead community, right? Whereas the Suppoman community is evergreen. We find opportunities everywhere. And actually, if you were in the Suppoman community, you would have made a 10x this week. You'd have made a 10x from a coin I've not even spoken about. And that's just showing you that basically the community, the Suppoman community is exactly how I like it, right? Which is, it's the way of the degen, where people are looking for opportunities everywhere and trying to find angles wherever they can, and they do. And as I said, in the group, people have been talking about coins that actually in this week have made a 10x. A 10x without me even talking about it. So just imagine what would happen if I did talk about such coins. But that's just the osmosis that you are exposed to in the Suppoman community. And of course, I am there. If you go to Neo Tokyo, Alex Becker never talks. LEO trades don't talk. What is the point of that? I think Suppo will not speak about Feetcoin today. I will speak about Feetcoin, right? I think that the people who have bought Feetcoin, the wrong Feetcoin, are idiots. Total pricks, to be honest. Like, how difficult is it to see the difference? Like, it's obvious the other day that I was talking about this one, right? Because you had this icon, this banner, and yet people were selecting this. Like, total cocks. Total idiots. You know, these guys' Twitter is just so shit too. Let's have a look. Look. Well, where's the feet here? It's just dumb. And look, they don't even post. They don't even post. This is the biggest waste of time ever. But people are dumb, and that's just the way it is. But let me tell you something. Like, this Feetcoin is going to be the one that pumps, not the other stupid one. And people are just going to get wrecked and good. Let's see. Has anybody... See if I look at... I'm not going to look at that. I'm not going to look at pussy. That's just stupid. That's just vulgar, to be honest. Fart boy. Let's have a look at fart boy. That sounds good. And nobody will want to tell people I've got pussy in my portfolio. They're just not going to want to, because pussy is just one of those words that you just don't like to say. It's just... Even women don't like to say pussy. It's just a stupid word. Fart boy, I'm not going to look at the $21 million coin. That's just idiotic. Magic, yeah. I have noticed this. I don't know what has actually come of Magic, but this is the coin I'm talking about. This is the one that, you know, basically a couple of days ago was 18k market cap and now is near 300k. And this was boosted just by the Suppo community themselves. Like, I haven't spoken about this. This is my cat. My my beloved cat Magic, who passed away in 2022. And from what I understand, this is going to be undergoing a what's it called? It's going to be undergoing a CTO, and I think that's what people are getting excited about. But you could almost say that the Suppoman community is its own cabal, right? And that is powerful, in my opinion, anyway. Could you have a look at Stick? It sounds stupid. I'm not even going to bother looking at that. Suppoman is also moving. And that's another one. The group, Suppoman was doing fuck all for a long time. Look, it's flipped the old Suppoman, which was once 10 million or something. And this week I think went to 200. Yeah, it did. Look, 260k market cap from being what 20, maybe 30k. So look at that. Suppo community themselves, moved this coin. So just imagine. All right, let me see if there are any others. What do you think about Harry? Harry is my son at the end of the day, so I'm never ever gonna slag off my son, am I? But the coin that was made was just made by an opportunist. But again, this could be CTO'd. What does the Twitter point to? Does it actually point to? It does. It points to my son's. It points to my son's Twitter, which is hilarious, to be honest. Any other coins? This is a really good opportunity for you guys to bring me coins as well. What do you think about Fart House? I actually think this is fucking excellent, to be honest. But I wouldn't buy at that price. But great idea. Well, the concept is fantastic because it basically combines Fart Coin, which is one of the biggest meme coins right now. So the keyword has incredible relevance of fart. This has got incredible relevance. And then House, which is RWA. I don't know if it's from the Fartcoin dev. I very much doubt that. I would be extremely surprised. But you never know. Might be. But I think great idea. Right? This is the kind of thing that I like. Super, please check wealth. That's so stupid as well. This sounds daft. Generational, just pathetic. Right? It's just a kind of all will retire wannabe. Like, what you need is an angle. Okay, that's why fucking 9 to 5 just absolutely perfectly capitalizes on this angle, because like the whole nature of it is to retire from employment, breaking out of employment, getting generational wealth, making fuck you money, and fuck 9 to 5 is the movement, right? And the movement gets community, but wealth is stupid. There's no angle. It needs to be an angle. Julian Tapia, hey Super, at Disney World with the shitty ass line with the kids. We'll watch later. Oh, awesome, Julian. Enjoy your time. I'd quite like to be in Disneyland right now. I feel like I am in Disneyland to a certain extent. Still bullish on Sensei? Yeah, but it's an AI play. I do like it as an AI play, but there's stronger. Are you going to support Millennial through the whole bull run? I plan to. I plan to support all of the coins that are in my watch list, in my hot list, basically. I plan to support all of them. But, it's a moving picture. POM I also planned to support, but as soon as they kind of started fucking up, Dancing Baby, another one. As soon as they start fucking up, but then, these are communities that went against my advice. Like, I said to POM, I said, stop posting about Potato or whatever shit meme coin you're partnering up with. Stop putting this, earn Solana, 2 Solana on this gambling dumb thing. and start just putting memes about POMs. They didn't listen. They thought they knew better, and then I stopped supporting them. Same for Dancing Baby. Oh, we're going to make a base token. And I'm like, don't make a base token, just concentrate on the Solana token. They didn't listen, so I told them to fuck off, right? So, I plan to support as long as they continue on a bullish path, because you can't make a 100x if you suddenly start annoying your audience, or you start doing something that doesn't increase the bullishness or increase the excitement. You have to always be innovating in crypto. That's just a fact. You do have to be. And the thing is that with Suppoman, because people say, well, what's the benefit at lower levels? There will be benefits. There will be benefits. Like, it's a moving picture. But the elite of all elite is 1 million tokens, and that's not going to change. And if you sell out of that, then you're gone, right? So this is like an exclusive membership, right? You have to know that, yes, if you sell, you will probably sell at a profit, but you're out, right? There's no more opportunities. And at the end of the day, if I'm great for one thing, it's opportunities. I find them constantly and over a long-term period. This is my roll call, and this is just a selection of some of them, that have done a 100x that I spoke about, right? So you're out of that if you decide to sell. But, that's... And the thing is, Sunshine and myself are very, very good at seeing people who may try and fake their way in. We know, we can tell. And you'll be out as well. So, there we are. Let me have a look and see any more recent... How do we join at lower levels? Well, there is no lower level right now. You just buy and have the faith. Back when I was talking about it, earlier, that nobody knew what was going to happen. You just got to have the faith. You got to understand that, at the end of the day, Suppoman is a store of value. This is a cryptocurrency that has got supply shock, right? Because to have the most elite level, you need 1 million tokens. And so therefore, people try and grab the 1 million tokens. And then people hold those 1 million tokens, therefore keeping supply controlled. And so it's harder. It gets harder and harder over time to afford the 1 million. So therefore, at the most basic level, you'll make an enormous multiplier, right? No matter how much you put in. 200, 500. Again, not financial advice. No, you won't definitely. But, but like with all cryptocurrencies, they're speculation based, right? So as speculation increases, but supply continues to get more scarce, then what you get is price appreciation. So it's a store of value anyway for lower level holders. But the absolute best you can do is be at the upper level. And there will be others. There will be another level, which is where you get exposure to the group, but not necessarily all the buys. So by being in the group, you will see everybody talking about the buys anyway, right? But it's not the same. You won't get in when I announce it. So that's why, really 1 million is the absolute best, and it is worth it. Put it that way. Because most of the cryptocurrencies that right now are in the millions that I've spoken about were in the tens of thousands when I spoke about it. We love each stupid coin. Stelios, do a better job, basically. Because I'm getting annoyed with some of the coins you're saying. Poop Cat, I'm going to just put you on. I'm just going to hide you, basically. Some of these coins are actually going to offend me. Stupid coin? No, that's already run too much. Aria showed her feet on X. Yes, I saw. I saw she did that. This cycle is harder. I don't agree, actually, funnily enough. I do not agree. I think this cycle is easier as long as you have a degree of intellect in who you follow. Right? I think this cycle is actually the easiest cycle. This has been the best cycle, in my opinion. And we haven't even had, the euphoria stage yet. But to me, this has been the best performing cycle so far. I have been in my element this cycle. DeLorean. Oh, come on. Julia OS. Again. No. Can you check woman? I've checked it. Like, that's just shit. Mortgage. I've looked at mortgage, but mortgage is oh yeah, this one. There is an old one. Mortgage. Yeah, I saw this one. Shit. These guys, look, they've got nothing. Like, if you're gonna have a Twitter, like, make it a movement. Don't just put don't just reference someone's tweet. That's stupid. Right? There needs to be something that gains the momentum, and that's why this absurdly got destroyed, because you need a community around a coin. The community needs to be part of the movement. They need to be sold to the movement. What do you think of Centaur? Decentralized AI agents, blah, blah, blah. Same old shit. About 1 billion projects have done the same thing. Launch and trade decentralized agents. See, in an AI season, I'd probably just buy this for a couple of days, and just watch it ride the pump. But right now, there's so many that do the same thing, and you just need to be in the right one at the right time, and it doesn't seem like this is the right time. So, are you going to give access to your club with... No, I'm not. What if Harry does CTO? Will you spoil it? Probably not. I'll be honest with you. Please take a look at SwearFit. I've already done that. LOL coin price prediction. I gave it in my last video. Get job coin to receive salary. Now. This is one. I think I remember someone saying... Oh, look, it's already 5.8 million. I don't give a shit then. But this is something that's got an angle. Salary. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, salary. Like it. That's a good one. I like that. A salary coin. Like, I've never looked at it, actually. So let me just have a look. This actually looks quite designed like house coin. That kind of almost professional looking... trying to appeal to, the degens and the kind of tradfi. Like, it's cool. I like it. A fixed regular payment, typically paid. That's cool. I like this. I don't like the price, so I'm not interested. But I do like it. Sex coin. I saw this. I did kind of like it. Oh, wow, this has gone up. What the fuck? I think I saw this at 199. 199. Maybe I didn't. But I thought this was pretty cool. Save the world. Love it. Good. Yeah. It works. What do you think about Rent? I told my opinion on Rent. And Rent's shit now. Rent was good when I first looked at it. Now Rent are completely fucked up. Rent have done like a POM, basically. Just fucked up. Idiots. Pudgy Penguins is going up today. Yeah, Pudgy Penguins is strong. Strong for a blue chip meme. Which I said. SPX, Pudgy Penguins, Fartcoin. Can't really go wrong with those. If you're actually looking for safer plays, those would be the ones I'd go for. Like, I wouldn't even bother go with Pepe. I'd go with SPX. SPX would be one where my money would be this cycle. Not Bonk, not Shiba, not Doge. It would be SPX. Which I said a long time ago. I said it at like 40 cents. What do you think about buying sleep coins? Stupid. That moron on YouTube, Da Vinci, who literally is famous for just saying buy one Bitcoin years ago, and the guy has been utter shit ever since. And I know his was like this stupid sleep coin. That's idiotic. Vlog AI, that's moronic. Honestly, that's moronic. Such a stupid coin. I choose rich. Nah, stupid. I like things that can be tied to RWA. So, for instance, salary, house coin, fart house. Those are cool. Those are RWA memes. Those are cool. I'd buy those any day of the week. Over, fucking Ondo, and I've got Ondo. This is an Ondo. This is an Ondo holder saying that. Sorry, but you're in the wrong chat if you're asking about Ethereum. Who the hell's asking about Ethereum? About Cull. Okay. I'll have a look at that because somebody mentioned it in my Suppoman group earlier, so I'll take a look at it now. First of all, it's not an original name. Okay, I get it. I've got Cult Coin, right? Kind of makes sense on the face of it, but there are tons of them, right? So, firstly, not great. Secondly, let me have a look at it. Why Cult? Cult became a casino. New tickers every day. Rugs on repeat. No memory, no loyalty. Everybody's chasing the candle. But this time it started different. A few friends with their friends and their whole network aligned to build something real. A meme coin for the people. They vote on the name, pick the logo, shape the story. It's cool storytelling. 200 plus people lined up before launch. Yada yada yada. Will you be part of the cult or part of the exit liquidity? And I think it's a good. I think it's actually not too bad. Because what they're doing is they're like using faces like Pepe, Mog, I take it, Giga Chad. I don't know what this is meant to be. From some cat. Oh wait a minute. Born from the fragments of Pepe, Mog, and Giga. Okay, so that's probably going to be Mog, and then that's his glasses. So yeah, so I can kind of see something. So yeah, so what you got is a muscular frog with Mog's like goggles or whatever, sunglasses. Yeah, it's okay. I like it. Will I invest in it? If this was like 37k, maybe, but 377k, nah, I wouldn't bother. Because I don't think this has much room to the upside. But from 37k, it does have room to the upside. What about Ninja Chat? Yeah, Ninja Chat I have looked at before. And basically what you've got with Ninja Chat is an ability. This isn't the actual website, is it? What you've got with Ninja Chat is an ability to get memberships of all of the main chat apps, like ChatGPT. What are they called? I can't remember the name of the other ones. But, the art ones, the video ones, the chat ones. And what happens is you buy Ninja Coin, and then if you pay with Ninja Coin, it can be used as a discount, right? So you get like a 20% discount for all of these services. And if Ninja Coin like 2x's, you basically have gotten not only 20% off, but you've also gotten it like not even more than half price off. So it's pretty cool. How do you join the Suppo crew? Well, the way to do it is really by buying the million coins. But if you're a Suppoman hodler, you're already part of the crew. You're just not in the elite group, right? It's a little bit like if you want to be part of the most exclusive members club, but you've got $100. If you've got $100 in your account, but it's like you need $1,000 to be a member of it. Well, you can't do it then, can you? But you just kind of try and move into it. Right, I think I'm gonna make a move in a sec. What do you think about Blaze? It sounds stupid as a name, so I won't bother. Moonbag, that's Crypto Gains' one. So ask him, is what I would say, because I'm not an expert on it, even though I did say the word. Okay, let's get rid of someone else. I don't think people understand how annoying me is not a good idea. Can Glimmer go back above $1? Yeah, it can, but it requires a specific set of circumstances to do so. It's not even on here. Yeah, it requires for basically for Polkadot to have a season. If it has a season, then yeah, it's probably going to go over $1. Giga Chad feels like a screaming buy at 400k. Can't believe it's not in the millions yet. No, I can't either, but it will get there. It will get there. I'm patient. You know, I had to be patient with Suppoman for over a year, and some people just didn't get it, and they really did miss a trick. Because you could have gone into the Suppoman community, you know, for like $400 once upon a time. What do you suggest if someone holds multi-million Superman tokens? There could join new investors, but the tokens won't be available. Ah well. Like, that's the point of a supply shock at the end of the day, and that's what works. About Chad on the base chain, that's stupid. I've noticed that I haven't really spoken about All Will Retire recently, but the reason why is purely because I can't talk about everything all the time, right? But All Will Retire is here, right? So don't you worry. Like, All Will Retire. It's actually incredible to see Suppoman above so many of these tokens, but actually I think it's something that I'm going to get used to, because I think it's going to surpass more and more tokens over time. What made Suppoman go crazy? Supply shock, as I said. You know, it's a pure supply shock. You can check salary, but look, please, on the job. Nah, that's dumb. Job I've covered before, and what about UFD? This will be probably my last one. Let me have a look, because this is my dad time. Bear with me 1 second. Just gave a massive Easter egg away there. Right, unicorn fart dust. Let's have a look. It's so nauseating. But I've seen a lot of YouTubers talk about it, but I think it's dumb. Would you be happy to advise Becca on how to launch a meme coin? Becca will do just fine purely on his pure weight of traffic. You know, he's just got so many followers, it really won't matter. Any others? Talk about AI agent coins? Nah. Why would I do that? That's idiotic, to be honest. It's not the time. You know, and I know you're probably saying, well, if it's so low now because it's not the time, then really now is the time, but it's not. You know, I've already said a bunch of times, Leah, Colin, Aria, you know, and some others, you know, Chorus, Mirai, Mist. This is a really good one. You know, but it's just not the right time to talk about them. Like, it's just like it's winter, and somebody's trying to you know, sell you air conditioning. You're not gonna care, are you? It's just the most dumbest, pointless time to consider air conditioning. You know, so yeah, so therefore I'm not bothering. This year a Monaco citizen? Nah. I'm out of Monaco, right? It's Dubai all the way. Dubai is my favourite place. I love Dubai. Thoughts on sex comment already said. Becca made the same video every 2 months getting stale. Yeah, but you know the thing is that, you know, Alex Becker is doing the Murad Crash Suppoman strategy, where, you know, if you talk about 1,000 coins one time, you're gonna get nothing. But if you talk about one coin 1,000 times, you're going to get massive multiples, right? And during times like this, what Alex Becker does is he talks about these coins, even though they're, you know, mostly shit. He keeps the price propped up, right, by doing so. And so then when a narrative actually does hit what he's talking about, then it will grow. So it means that he is loss mitigating at times like this, which is why he's making more videos. He's making those videos to keep them propped up, so that at the time that it actually pumps, you know, not only are people going to have heard him talk about them ad nauseum, and when the pump comes, people are going to be thinking straight away, oh, he talked about buying, you know, OpenServe, Grey, whatever have you, Neuralabs or what have you. I'm just going to buy those, right? And that's how it works. You know, it's basically it's effective, even though it's not immediately effective, what Alex Becker does. It's just that if I was Alex Becker, I would think a bit harder and deeper, you know, not necessarily about my meme coins, but just the meme coin market in general. Like, there are many coins in here which would be up his street, you know, in which case, and they would be what makes him money and his followers money, but he doesn't really care about that. It's more about making him money, which is fine, you know, but it's not my style. Not my style. Why most crypto market makers dump on their communities nowadays? Don't they ruin their reputation? What's the benefit? Because they're obligated. You know, when they sign a deal with one of the cryptos that they're buying or being given to them, there's like an expectation you must make 5 videos or blah 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 blah, right? And so they get the tokens, they make the videos, they cause the exit liquidity, they exit, and because people are just so kind of dumb in crypto, you know, not you guys, but most people are kind of dumb and retarded, to be honest. And they're like, "Oh, you've burnt me, but I will still listen to you." Like, those people are stupid. But that's crypto for you. That's just what happens. Bring to us low cap G-Gem plays like before. I will. I mean, that's the whole point of this video, if you've listened. Man, how do I join 1 million tokens on your Telegram? You literally get your million and then you message Sunshine. Right, let me have a look. Right, I'm going to make a move in literally 5 minutes. How long have I been on now? Oh, I want to stay under an hour. Thoughts on Infra? I am bored by the name already, but let's have a look. Infrastructure exemplified. Just yawn, to be honest. There's very little that actually takes my breath away these days. Take my breath away. Oh, yeah. Through the facilitation of AI and GPU resources, InfraX aims to decentralize space, enabling diverse and flexible applications through multiple... It's just such a dumb, you know, pitch. Powering the future of open source AI. It's just so boring. It makes me yawn, literally. We harness the latest in open source AI, delivering it directly through our integrated marketplace, leveraging the latest AI innovation. So what you've got here, text to image, text 3D, image to video. GPU lending. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many of these crap coins, right, that do the same thing, but nobody uses them, and ultimately it will just fail. And this has got a price of $3.55. Like, what muppet would buy that, honestly? Guys, enough with woman. I don't give a shit about it. It's got such a weak narrative. Like, Giga Chadette is it's an angle, it's an edge. Woman coin. What's the point in that, man? I was just saying arm coin, like fucking finger coin. It's just pointless. It needs to have an angle. How do you guys buy feet on Phantom? I just really don't understand why you guys find it so difficult. Like, I'm beginning to wonder about, you know, do you guys really even take any notice of what I say? Like, you get the bloody contract address, you go to Jupiter via Phantom, don't buy on Phantom, buy via Jupiter, input the contract address, buy. Like, I don't understand why it's so fucking difficult. Like, it's the most simple thing. SEK is the next winner. Will you reduce the entry to your Telegram? Yeah, I probably will be. Reducing the entry limit to my group. Yes. But if you want the all buys channel, you need 1 million. Because that's where the money is made. What about Magic the Cat? You need to like watch the whole video. Do you still think Borg? No, Borg's crap, unfortunately, Joseph. I was in contact with Borg, and then they just kind of stopped communicating. So I'd be surprised. I'm surprised there's even a website here. But I was talking to them, and they were like really, really motivated. And then all of a sudden, they just went fucking silent. And the guys, if I'm honest with you, that is such a disappointment. I would never talk to them again, even if they tried to contact me. Because if you fool me once, I won't let you fool me twice. Oh, the job coin is new. Let's have a look then. Why don't you go get a job? Get a job, reserve salary. Oh, so it's connected. This is cool. This is cool. What the fuck? Now, if they made this more fun, that would be gold, right? So if they had like job and you received salary, but there was something you had to do, like, I don't know, just something that you could do quite easy to receive salary, that'd be perfect. But all this, like, let me have a look. Global jobs. They don't actually have anything. This is just nothing really. It's just a fake recruitment website, right? But if that actually was like something that allowed you to get job, receive salary every 5 minutes. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, no. So this is doing that. So if you buy job coin, then do you receive salary as a kind of secondary, as a kind of passive income? Because if so, that's awesome. I actually do think that's a great idea. Yeah, that's cool. That's good implementation. I like that. The guys in Magic just use this live call for exit liquidity. Let me have a look at that. I don't think so. I mean, what happens is that as soon as I say, you know, as soon as I talk about it, there are some people that sell. There's 18%. It's not huge, is it? But I mean, there are some people that sell because they just want that. And that is a reason why I don't do these live streams on my main channel. Because I will not have people using, you know, my coverage. And also, it's a reason why me and Sunshine look through the wallet addresses of the people who do sell, and then we just basically will either ban them. We probably won't ban them, but we'll certainly probably kick them out of the chat. Cut with Musk, stupid. Right, okay, that's it, people. I think that I have more than taken up time. So, if you could, on the way out, could you smash a like on this video? Let's just do it with you. Hold on. Suppoman live. There I am. Right now, live. That's Suppoman hilarious. Live. So, yeah, just tap a like. I would be extremely happy. And people, thank you very much for joining today. And believe me, you know, at times like this, when the market is, you know, semi-down, people are going to be thinking, oh, I'll sell my lot or whatever, right? But let me tell you this, right? When the market's good, people are going to be so regretful. But that's life. Anyway, people, hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I will see you the next time. Enjoy your weekend. It is lights out, all out.